Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Paterson, and we have 4.1 thousand members in our subreddit. And today I'm going to be going ahead and reviewing, critiquing, just checking out the most top rated designs that you have inputted, submitted to the subreddit. If you'd like to join in, go ahead and click the link down below and join the subreddit so you can post all of the designs that you want. Make sure it's your design though. This video is brought to you by Skillshare. We're going to look at the top of this month, see what's going on. Okay, this one's got a lot of upvotes. I think this is the first one with over 100 upvotes on the subreddit. This has received many awards on here too. The Crispy Bun is a new burger joint in town. Already, first impressions, I love the actual playful design of this. It works super well. You've used the typography as the filling of the burger, and I like the fact that it's not professional. It's just very cut and dry, but it's still very identifiable. This is a perfect example of a great high street logo, something that shows a bit more leniency, non-professionalism, somewhere where you can just relax. I love this. It kind of reminds me of a Krabby Patty because of the orange that Nickelodeon uses.
Put a patty on a bun with lettuce, cheese, onions, tomatoes, ketchup, mustard, pickles, and top bun together in that order.
That's cool. This mock-up is unreal. This is why it's really important to use a mock-up within client projects when you're presenting your work. I love the boxes again. This, if you were to give this to a real client, and I don't know if this is even a real project, but if you were to give this to them, then I'm sure they would be very happy with the mock-ups that you've chosen here. Dude, I'm gonna have to definitely give you an award for this. This is great. I'm gonna give you the free one that I got. There you go, well done. You got a silver award. It was free, but there you go. On to the next one, and this one is Eurovision Pikachu. And he's got 92 upvotes and many rewards. I love how people are just giving awards for these as well. This is great. Hi, I'm a logo designer who loves working with dog-related businesses. More than a year ago, to grab the attention of my ideal clients, I started a personal project, a logo collection for different dog breeds. I call it Dogfolio. Curious to hear which ones you like the best. Cool. I'll be honest, I've never heard of Dogfolio before, but Logofolio, it's good. Okay, so these are a selection of different logos. This one here is very upmarket. I love the fact that you've gone very posh with this, even with these dogs here. This reminds me of those like old English estates, and they have like a crest or like these statues in the garden, these little dog logos there. This is very similar art style going on here, but I like it. This one's really cool. I mean, it's more of an illustration because you've got a lot of details here. If I were you, I would get rid of these spikes, but they look amazing anyway. Great use of negative space. Ooh, this one is unreal. Check that out. I mean, again, this is like really in detail, but it can work if it wasn't. If you were to scale this down, your brain would see like just a shape. Obviously, there are like a few negative spaces here that are a bit strange, but I love the idea of this really hairy dog. What's it meant to be? What kind of dog is this? Commandor. Sounds like a Lord of the Rings place.
One does not simply walk into...
Commandor. But this one here is unreal. I can't believe this design. This one is really creative. I love the depth that you've brought in here with the tapered strokes, and the fact that you made it look like a dog, even with the eye up here, is just, again, unreal. This is more of an illustration for me, but it can work as a logo. Strangely enough, it's so detailed that it becomes like one shape when scaled down. This one's cool. If you ever need to know about negative shapes, this one is just the perfect example of it. I would love to see your process in how you create these from the sketching. If you could post it online, I would literally love to see it and maybe show the rest of the channel. This one's really nice, well, really simple and clean. Here we go. You're using a lot of the gridding methods, the circles, I like them. You're using proper geometric shapes, and here they all there. Dude, I'm gonna have to give you an award. This is like unreal stuff. Wow. Okay, the next one is We Meet, and first impressions, it reminds me of ClickUp, and I think that's just because the icon is quite similar. It's kind of similar. I guess it's not. It's just the colors of my background, I guess, these bright colors that everyone's using. There's no context to this design whatsoever, but it's still very nice. I love the look of it. It's very simple, it's balanced, and it's unique as well. The typography is clean and it's modern. The color palette in there with the purples, I think that's a blurple. Very nice as well. Works as an app icon, and you've shown this. And you've shown us the process down below of your ideation, which is the letter W with a pin mark and people. I can see the W, I can see the pin mark, and I can see the person. Dude, unreal work. I'm going to run out of awards. All of these, I don't know what it is, what's happening this week where all of these logos are just really good. I'm going to give you this rocket one. For any that are really good, I might give a ridiculously expensive award if I find one that is really good. I might even go back and give one to the best one of this video. Okay, this next one is from, I'm not even going to attempt that name, but it's got 84 upvotes. The guitar represents the music part and the negative space hug represents the charity part. Please suggest me the ways to make it look better. Okay, so let's get into this. So first of all, this is more of an illustration rather than a logo. That is not a bad thing in all cases. More logos nowadays are becoming more detailed and it depends on the usage. I like the idea of the guitar and the hug. You've got it in there very well, but the problem is it is very detailed. You've got basically a whole illustration of a guitar. Now that doesn't mean that it's a bad design. It just means the functionality of it is not there for like a real logo, if that makes sense. A logo needs to be seen when it's big and small. It needs to be scaled correctly. And if it's not designed correctly, it becomes too hard to identify when it's scaled all the way down. And I think with this logo here in particular, you'll find that. Point number 2 is just the typography of this. You sort of stack typography very quickly, it looks like. What I would do is get rid of that. I know you need a name, but maybe abbreviate it, maybe. Before I go to the next one, I just want to thank the sponsor of this video, the people that make this happen, Skillshare. I've got some exciting news about Skillshare. A week ago, Skillshare came and recorded an original class here in our studio. This class is all about logo design ideation. How do you generate good ideas for good logos? What is it that people do to create these amazing, clever logos? Well, in that Skillshare class that is coming out very, very soon, I'll be showing you all of that. And if you would like a free trial of Skillshare Premium to watch that class, the first 1,000 people that click the link down below in the description will get a free trial of Premium. Not only does Skillshare have my class and loads of other design classes, they've got classes for anything creative or in need of a skill. For instance, cooking, photography, cleaning, client management, how to design merch. They've got so many different classes. The class that I've been watching over and over again is Seb Lester's calligraphy class. He shows you how to do italic calligraphy, which is like the foundation of calligraphy, and it's one that I struggled to learn and I sort of skipped away from. But ever since learning that style of calligraphy, it's made everything else when I'm designing copper plate or whether I'm doing Spencerian, calligraphy, Gothic, it's made everything so much easier. So if you want to check out that class, if you're into calligraphy and hand lettering, go ahead and click the link as well. So pause and click that link. Do it now. Okay, the next one is from JayDeZeus _04, and he's got 71 upvotes and 3 awards already. Who's giving out these awards? This is great. I made a logo for myself. What do you think? It should be formal and abstract. The logo is a monogram. Guess the letters. Okay, so I guess this is a design logo. One thing, it reminds me of Greece. I don't know why. I think it's because of like the shapes. Can't explain it, but it's there. First impressions of the icon, I like it a lot. The negative space is clean and consistent. There's a lot going on in there, but I like it. It works well. And as a pattern, it's unreal. Look at that pattern there. One thing that I will gripe on is the typography. And that is the just being a different weight to this one. The more you change the weights of multiple words in a logo, the more detail you're adding in. Therefore, you are disrupting the flow. I understand why you put the weight there is in the weight difference because you want design to be seen and just to not be seen. But it really doesn't make sense because you've got it in different hierarchies. In design, when we have a hierarchy such as just design, it's going from top to bottom, left to right, which is how we read, like this. Or to you, it might be this, whichever way the camera is pointing towards you. Now, when you try and add another stage of hierarchy to make the word that you're trying to emphasize more obvious, like design in this case, it just adds more detail. You don't need that. So what I would do simply is take the weight from design and put it as the just one. So create the same weights. There's no need to change that or make it any more complicated than it is. I love the business cards. Very good, very identifiable. This here is nice as well. It would be nice to see this in blue and white. Be more striking. I like this. It's very nice. It does the job. Just a shame about the weird weight in just, but I'll give you an award because I know you'll change that. This next one and the last one of today is posted by Atski Atski Studio 13 days ago. I said that so wrong. This one just caught my eye and it's got 65 upvotes. Not sure why it's not got any more. I love the packaging. It's a milk company or a milk bottle. It looks matte. I instantly like it when it's been mocked up like this. Here's the logo in all its glory. Someone just glugging down so much milk. First thing, I love the logo. Apart from the O, obviously it's a cow's hoof. I will say no more than that. The logo is nice, fun and playful. I like it. It's got the air of old vintage style in there. It works well. It's surprisingly well as well, like nicely playful. And the brand packaging just fits it all together. I do like it. Very vintage, kind of like 1990 vintage or 1980s. I like the illustrations of the cows and everything that you've got in there. And the strawberry, you know, the cow milk, strawberry milk, and then goat milk is in blue. Very nice color schemes going on here, represented all the way around very nicely. Something that might be cool for the packaging is change up the patterns here for each different bottle. It might just make it that bit better. Otherwise, it kind of just looks too repetitive. If you did enjoy this video and you want to watch another one, then we have got plenty more of these logo critiques for the Reddit. Just go ahead and click one of these links at the end of the video or check the description for the next one. If you are new around here and you've seen my videos before, make sure you press the red subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you never miss one of these videos. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think down below in the comments and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Sorry, Jordan.